Hi, and welcome back to your Springfield Art Show. We have moved locations to yet another fantastic venue in Springfield. It's just a jewel box of a theater that also has other theaters in it. We are now at the Hoagland Center for the Arts, and I'm here today speaking with Gus Gordon and Leigh Steiner from Over the Moon Productions. Hello, welcome.
Good morning.
Good to
Thank you
have
so
you
much for having
here.
us here.
You've got some fun things coming up here, but I want to find out a little bit more about Over the Moon. I know that they've had a great relationship with the Hoagland Center for the Arts for some time, collaborating in fundraisers and other events. Tell us a little bit about the history, Leigh.
It was about 4 years ago now.
3 years ago now, I think, right.
A group of us got together, and it wasn't that we said we need more theater in Springfield, but what we said was that we were a group of folks who had sort of independently on our own produced theater, and we really wanted to see what we could do as a group to help support the development of theater arts in Springfield by helping raise the bar in terms of education and training and skill development, and also how we could use theater to help support efforts in Springfield that we really cared about. So how the arts theater could really support dialogue between theater artists and the community, and also perhaps even raise some money to help support events and organizations that we cared about. So that was our mission, and we've worked hard over the last several years to really try to carry that out.
Excellent, and I know you've done that in big ways. Gus, I know that you've been involved in a lot of these productions,
Right.
and I'm thinking of a few that have become kind of hallmark events each year as a fundraising event for the Hoagland Center for the Art, but showcasing the amazing talent of Over the Moon Productions.
Well, you know, it was very, what's the right word, serendipitous.
Mm-hmm.
We were meeting and talking about theater in Springfield and what projects we'd like to do. And then Tom Frost, one of the trustees
true.
from the Arts Center, from the Hoagland Center for the Arts, came to Leigh and said, hey, we're putting on this gala. We want to do the musical Cats. Would you be interested? And that just happened to
it's
coincide.
such a small production.
Right, exactly. And that happened to coincide with Over the Moon talking about putting together our first production. And so it all kind of came together in that perfect opportunity. And it was a spectacular production. Leigh directed it, Dave Shaw designed it, Paul Presney helped build the
grief.
show.
Yeah.
And it was a spectacular start for the organization. And we had how many dancers and musicians and technicians involved altogether?
A lot.
A lot, right.
Well, if you can start off with something like
Right.
Cats, I think
Yeah.
that's a very good sign for your
Right.
longevity. What else have you been involved with?
Well,
We did, of course, with the Center for the Arts, we did Camelot this past September.
right.
As Over the Moon, we did a production of You're in Town
Yes.
last summer,
Yes.
and that was in benefit for the Rochester High School sort of theater program. Last February, here on this very stage, we did a production of the drama Wit. And we did that in benefit of the Simmons Cooper Cancer Institute.
Every production has an element of helping another organization and educational elements as well, training younger people, bringing interns in, bringing apprentices in, and that's one of the nicest things about Over the Moon Productions. One other nice thing is we do play readings each year, giving people an opportunity to maybe hear works that wouldn't be normally performed, and that gives the group an opportunity to hear something and say, hey, that would be a good fully staged production later down the road, once we're better established and once the audience has been, you know, built up a little bit to support some of the lesser known shows.
Right. The newest thing, actually, that we just got started outside of some productions that we have in the work right now is an acting ensemble, where we've done an invitational to local actors, actresses who have participated in Over the Moon work. And we have a group of 15 right now, very serious people dedicated to their art, very serious to improving their ability as an actor. And they are meeting on a monthly basis, working together in terms of development of vocal skills and body skills. And one of our founding members, Kevin Purcell, just has come back from a week in New York with Patsy Rodenberg, being trained in Shakespearean acting. And that will be a focus, because one of the things we're doing this summer is at Theater in the Park, we're doing something called Shakespeare Shorts, The Many Faces of Love. And so it'll be a variety of scenes, sort of showing Shakespeare's look at love. And the acting ensemble will be performing that. So we're working at trying to help people really develop their acting skills.
It must be so rewarding to see so many people still have that passion and want to work hard and want to pursue this.
Right.
I think we're all a little concerned about what happens next. I know we were talking about that earlier today.
Right.
What happens next, and where will our young people go, and what a great resource for them here to have people still passionate and to just infuse that into the next generation.
I think the young people are very passionate and very interested in being involved. One of the things Over the Moon does each year is gives a $500 award, the Brilliance Award, to a high school senior who plans on going into college to study theater arts. So it's our way of giving back a little bit to the new generation who wants to pursue this. And there's no shortage of people who are interested in being a part of a show.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
I was just going to
Sure.
add on to that. For folks who are watching and who may love theater and love to attend it, yeah, they may be going, yeah, that's great. The better prepared actors are on stage, the better performance you get. But I also want to say, theater, the experience of walking in someone else's shoes, getting out of yourself and walking in someone else's shoes, is a powerful human experience. I listen to, Dave Shaw, who is a founding member of OTM2, teaches high school drama, and to all the other folks who teach high school drama in our community, and there are many that do. It is a powerful experience watching individuals learn to work as a group, learn to have empathy for others. So it's a powerful human experience,
Sure.
much less giving people the skills to help them help audiences have a great theatrical experience.
Right.
Theater is an opportunity for kids to really find themselves. And it can be a defining moment for a
Yeah.
young person once they find their niche and how they fit into the big, clique scheme at a high
Yeah.
school or
Yeah.
so forth. But it gives them confidence,
Sure.
the ability to get up in front of others and speak. And I know my career was started because of that. And I think a lot of other careers started
Yes.
the same way.
Yeah.
Taking that first chance by getting involved, of being in front of other people, and then
Yeah.
opens up
Yeah.
lots of doors.
Where it's a new track we're working on Over the Moon. It's called Nurturing Young Artists.
Oh, okay.
And we haven't yet sort of defined exactly what we're going to be doing, but looking into how we could perhaps work with some kids in more marginalized communities who don't have access to the arts, what we potentially could be able to bring.
That's fantastic. And what I think we often forget, because in school we read the textbook and we take the quizzes, when we're trying to learn about our own culture and our own history, is that sometimes the most memorable experiences or those aha moments take place when you're either in a play or watching a play, and that connection is made. That's what it was like. That's what it really meant, and it's something that will never be forgotten.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I remember watching in high school, my junior year, 1776, the movie of the stage show, and it just hit me. All of a sudden, American history made perfect sense to me, and these people were real people,
Yeah.
and you cared about them,
Yeah.
and that really opened some doors as well for
Yeah.
me, seeing
Yeah.
our history acted out on stage, or in this case, on a movie screen.
Yeah. I mean, all those experiences are, even in musical theater, even in musical comedy, there is really great opportunity to deepen your understanding of humanity. But certain shows, for example, which we did last February, is really a profound example of really the theater being a vehicle for greater understanding of individuals experiencing sort of trauma and crisis in their life. And we did talkbacks after the show. It was a powerful experience.
And you worked so hard at making those significant connections. It wasn't accidental.
Yes,
You knew
yeah.
what
Right.
your project would be, and how you entered into it, I think, made all the difference in the world.
Lee and
Yeah.
Kevin and Dave are very organized. and they have a plan. They have a plan with what they're doing. And you're right, nothing is kind of left to chance.
Well, what are you doing with Kismet?
Well, that's a co-production with the Hoagland Center for the Arts and Over the Moon Productions, Inc. And it's a big, splashy concert version of that classic musical Kismet, a musical Arabian Night, if you will, featuring the themes from Borodin and just beautiful music, Stranger in Paradise, Baubles, Bangles, and Beads. Doug Hahn is directing that for us, and it's going to be a concert version with a full orchestra with many players from the Illinois Symphony. And I believe Doug has got in perhaps 50 to 60 to 70
He told me
singers.
70 when I saw him
70
yesterday.
singers. So the stage is here at the Hoagland Center for the Arts in the big, beautiful LRS Theater. We're going to pack every seat, I'm sure of that. And it's going to be a big, just beautiful production. Edward Jones is our corporate sponsor, and we very much appreciate them, and the State Journal Register is helping us get the word out as well. But it's going to be a wonderful, just really spectacular evening of beautiful music with a full orchestra. You don't hear that very often, just because most groups can't afford to do that, but by cutting back the scenery and the costumes, we're allowing the music to really take center stage. And Doug Hahn, I think everyone would agree, is just perfect for this kind of material. He loves this style of music, and it will be a beautiful production.
Fantastic. And when can we see this production?
Well, it will be February 27th and 28th, and then March 1st, you can call the Hoagland Center for the Arts. The telephone number is 523-ARTS, or 523-2787, the big LRS Theater. You can get online at www.scfta.org and order tickets that way as well. But I'm sure they'll go fast when people hear how many people are on stage and what a spectacular production it will be.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. And
It'll
I
be
think
gorgeous.
if you've been a little reluctant perhaps to attend a Broadway musical or any type of musical, you're not sure that'll be your thing, this might be a fantastic introduction, that
Sure.
it'll be number after number, fully orchestrated, and I think that it's just going to be such a gift to this community, a fantastic experience. Leigh, Gus, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
being
Christina.
here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Don't forget to find out more about Kismet online, and I look forward to being with you again soon. Thank you.